Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Renee Clauselle back again to talk with you today about how to deal with passive aggressive individuals, passive aggressive friends, parents, bosses, partners, family members. They come in all shapes and sizes. So let's get into it. But before we do, please, if you find my content helpful, subscribe to my channel and click the like button below. All right, so let's get into content about passive aggressive people. So, passive aggression may be subtle, but it's as real as my love for coffee on a Monday morning. So, it's things like the eye rolls, the backhanded compliments. It's like a covert operation right in your living room from people you think or possibly do love you and care for you very much, but they are doing these very incredibly frustrating and frankly hurtful things. So let's talk about how to deal with someone who uses passive aggressive communication. So first thing to know is you almost have to be very protective of yourself, your space, your energy. You got to be like your own bodyguard and not let anyone cross that line that you've drawn in the sand for your boundaries and self-respect. Trust me, if you don't respect your own boundaries, nobody else will. So you got to be firm, you got to be consistent, and remember, it's not about being rude, it's about taking care of yourself. One way to do this is through assertive communication. It's actually like a Jedi mind trick for people that are passive aggressive. You simply need to state your needs and boundaries with confidence and respect. No need for mind tricks, just be direct and firm like a boss. Remember, assertiveness is all about owning your space and standing your ground. Another thing I like to use is the Greystone technique. And what that is I tell my clients basically, you know how newscasters can be talking about the worst trauma in the world or something like so emotional, but they say it with a very monotone, leveled voice. Everything comes out like very Greystone, like very boring, no emotion. Meaning you got to stay calm when you're dealing with someone that is using passive aggressive communication. And that's not easy because they make you want to not be calm. The other thing you have to do is focus on solutions and not blame. Pointing fingers only distracts us from finding the answers we need. Now, how do you do all this without losing it? Remember, the reason why people use passive aggressive communication is basically because they don't really know how to communicate any other way. So when you realize that and you learn not to take it personal and realize this is a weakness in the other person, not really yourself, it might help you remain calm, which is really what you need to do. Um, a lot of people who use passive aggressive communication are people pleasers or people that are afraid of conflict, not good at handling confrontation, and sometimes with really low self worth. If they could be assertive and communicate assertively, they would. So remember, it's not something that you should take personal in your communication style. It's really a weakness in them, and knowing that might help you stay focused and calm. Lastly, remember, taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's essential. So go ahead, prioritize your self care, and let yourself be a priority. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So take that well deserved break, indulge in some self care activities, and remember, you come first. Go on and treat yourself like the VIP you are, because when you're at your best, you can conquer the world. So remember, self care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Remember that when you're dealing with people who are passive aggressive, remember your boundaries, stay assertive, use the Greystone technique, and don't let them frustrate you too much. If dealing with all of this seems really, really frustrating to you and it seems like it's affecting your own mental health, remember you can always check in with a licensed mental health clinician and talk it out with them. Hope this helps.